to me, it just boils down to honesty and sort of integrity and ethics. And I thought that a lot of the folks that were dragging part of these dragging streams were, honest and not saying anything false. And so I am very curious both on how she obtained them independently from Predcatcher Drama and how she did it. But my main concern is not her, PHI, but it's really back to the calls themselves. And I think your stream earlier tonight, Ed, and the questions that arose from it yesterday, it really boggles my mind how these calls were obtained. So rather than the clip art that was produced by PCD, in which she didn't produce anything other than trust her, in that was the email that she sent to some unknown government agency or company, in which it didn't list any other information other than her words or whoever's words. And again, another focus of dishonesty was the Predcatcher Drama claimed originally that someone had given them, that she was given these, just like she claimed, Ed, that she got your information. Someone gave it to her. It's obvious now that her or someone working very closely with her is obtaining this information themselves. It wasn't just handed to them on by some sort of deep throat mole.
And she foreshadowed that, Sam, with that before the calls were released. With that, somebody has got me unprecedented access to.
That's right.
People in the community or whatever. An independent source got me, or whatever she said, an insider information about.
Correct.
That's granting me unprecedented access to this community's, people
right.
in this
So it's
community.
clear. It's clear to me that if you look at the language, it's someone that knows the system pretty well. Is it someone like a lawyer? Predcatcher Drama, is Predcatcher Drama a lawyer? Do they work with a lawyer to get this? Are they a bondsman? Are they a process serving company? What do they know the process really well to get these calls that you couldn't? And Ed, let's be clear, you tried to get these calls, correct?
Yeah, I couldn't get them either. Even though they're mine, I can't get them either.
Correct. So the person who has probably the highest reason to obtain them couldn't get them. So I would say, Ed, that you are the primary victim here. And while, I'm not sure how much more harm.
Well, according to the Assistant Attorney General that emailed you, Sam, not only am I a victim, but all of you guys are victims as well, right?
Oh, no. Yeah, no, that is absolutely correct. And since I did the stream yesterday, most, I would say half a dozen of the people that were in those calls have contacted me with varying degrees of how they were individually damaged. There's a lot of conversations about what damages are there, if any. There are no damages. Well, that might not be the case. We don't know everybody's personal circumstances. Did people have to change cell phone numbers? Did people have to move? Did people have to pay for a phone company, different provider? I don't know what people's individual did people have, did anybody's job get affected with the doxing and harassment that extended from these calls? So everyone has to make an individual assessment about what their own damages were. But certainly you were entitled, Edward, to a privacy level that was embedded, I believe, in the Texas code, and they called it a constitutional privacy. So that was violated. Our privacy was violated too, but sort of on a enjoinder, I guess, of your privacy being violated. But for sure, the calls should never have been released. So it comes down to, did NCIC release them, or did they obtain them through some sort of other fraud or illegality?
Right.
So, but Yeah, I just wanted
Yeah,
to
I'm
address that.
not buying that story that they took them all down because uh, somebody reached out to them that was being affected by it, and they just went, "Oh,
No,
okay, we'll stop."
I
Yeah,
I don't
filed
buy
a
that for
that's
a minute.
I,
of
I
course not.
filed a DMCA copyright takedown on those calls on one of them, and that video has been deleted. And the rest of them were put on private almost immediately after. So I'm not saying that that's why they did it, but I think it's more or less they know the pressure's on, and I did file a
Yeah,
DMCA copyright takedown on them.
yeah. So,
I mean,
and
like
it's not
I'm
really.
not into suing people, but like if all I got to do is sign some lawyer's paperwork,
No,
I
I'll
mean
take care, Bill. I'll
this
take care of it all for you. You just need to sign where I'm going to point you to sign. No problem.
fuck yeah.
We don't know everybody's individual circumstances as far as some people may have been harmed in some ways that we don't even know about, and that they are not speaking on. So it was really the motivation was to hurt and harass. That was the motivation for these releases. There was no public information in these recordings. Predcatcher Drama had claimed that they had, quote unquote, another sort of the bullshit line item. Hey, they we have our attorney looking into the possibility of there being a criminal conspiracy here. Like I put in my comment on my post earlier today, where is that update? If there was an element of criminal conspiracy, I would love for you to deliver those recordings that you obtained somehow to a law enforcement officer. If there was some sort of criminal conspiracy within the calls, I would love that investigation to proceed to Predcatcher Drama. And so it just gets back to this idea of honesty, and this is something that people have been so heavily reliant on that channel to produce vicious, vitriolic dragging information. And people can continue to sort of redirect my hey, you need to focus on this. Don't No one needs to tell me what I need to focus on, or that I need to spend my time this way or that way. You're not going to drag me, you're not going to harass me, and you're not going to come at me and then tell me to be a little good boy and sit in the corner and do my work when none of the people that are claiming that I need to put catches up, or where's this and where's that, and you need to sit in the corner and let us drag you while you remain silent, while we wait for you to produce videos from your catches in Florida when we're not even catchers. And all the time that people think that I spent, it took me maybe 2 hours, maybe total 2 to 4 hours. Predcatcher Drama spent a month and a half, probably, illegally potentially obtaining these and then editing them and put together. How much time could PCD have spent catching predators, decoying, for this supposed channel and this supposed individual that loves catches, that loves supporting decoys, and they spend all their time editing crap, bullshit crap, to hurt people in the community and more broadly. I don't see a damn thing that Predcatcher Drama has done to support anyone other than this sort of attack mode. And so I'm getting sick of the moral high ground that's out there that don't tell me what I need to focus on. I'll do what I damn well please. And uh, it's time for Predcatcher Drama to do something positive for the community. Like, instead of spend your time trying to drag people through potentially illegally recorded, illegally obtained phone calls, do something positive for the community. So it didn't take me that much time to sniff out their bullshit. And now people want to act like, oh, we're moving on from these calls. They took their shot, just like the drive-by media. Take your shot. Don't give people time to respond, hurt and harm, and then move on and act like nothing happened at all. And then, leave bodies in body bags in the wake. And then when people try to go and sniff out your bullshit, wash your hands of it. delete everything, and then never address it again. Predcatcher Drama never has addressed any questions that have been posed. Once in a blue moon comes into Cap's channel to sort of get all the praise and the glory for what boils down to dishonesty, deceit, and fraud. And it's sad, particularly because there's a certain group of people that believe this channel and believe the content. Not for a second do I believe anything that Predcatcher Drama produces. I wanted to get those phone calls for my own verification of, is that what I actually said? And now I can't do it. So at this point, I dispute anything and everything that they've released, potentially illegally. So